Hello and welcome everyone. We are here in Indianapolis for the running of the Brickyard 250 for the BRL series. It's round number 2 and these guys are set to run to see who's going to get the first win of round number 2 in the continuation of the BRL season. I am your league host, broadcaster, and league owner Sam Cook, and I am joined here today by my esteemed colleague Woozy Emu, who we miss having on the racetrack. Woozy, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, Sam Cook, and thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, we're getting rolling here, and the story of the day is and continues to be who's going to score this first win out of this group. I mean, you look at who we have here. We have to look at our first 4 winners of the season, starting with Frosty, who's going to start front row. Frosty won the BRL 500 and sent Blitz on his way to an incredible start to the season, and so far has been on a roll, consistent first and second and third place finishes. He has not finished outside of the top 3 so far this season. Wes is starting outside, and we know he won at Monza, the second race of the season, put on a good show and won that race and was able to score the second win of the season. But since then it's kind of been hit and miss, a top 5. But outside of that, not as good and consistent as he has wanted to be. Let's see if he can turn things around here at Indy. And then we look at third place, which is Zero. And Zero was one of those ones who was able to score that win at Watkins Glen in dominant fashion. And everything looked like he was going to coast through into a major victory and then run away with the series until not this guy, but the guy next to him shows up. That's Michael, our champion, who returned and showed why he was champion last season with a dominant win at Sonoma. Last season, he was also fastest at Indy. Will he capture a win this time? He is our Blitz reporter, so we'll get a chance to talk with him throughout the races. They prepared to line up toward a green flag. They approach the flag stand. And the flag man hoists out the green flag.
Here we
Take
go.
it away, Woozy.
Green flag on the way for Indianapolis.
There we go.
Number 8, they're doing a major job in lead. What do you think of number 2 of Floppy, Sam Cook?
I think he's got a big opportunity to score a win here, but he has to be consistent, and he's going to have to hang in there. But I'm looking at this battle in the back, smacking off walls, is back in black. And I think he's got some damage to that Chevy. Let's see here on your screen. No damage. Ton of momentum lost. He's going to drop back. And lap number is complete. Yeah, there for a while, we went through a string where every lap 1 was a caution because of wrecks, and we got a car slow. That is Zero. Slow on the track. Oh no, that's not Zero. That's actually our newest driver to the team. No, that is Zero. I thought that was Zero. He's a lot slower on the track. Maybe he just decided to, nope, he's got damage. So he must have smacked the wall, maybe on exit. He's got damage. We'll get you back up to the front right now. Our leader, Wes. And Wes is putting a little distance between him and the drivers behind him. That is Michael and Frosty. So it's going to be interesting to see how well SXR does in Indianapolis. They are 1-2, or excuse me, they are 2-3 here at Indy. Wes is leading.
And also, Zero fan went to the pit road.
All right, so Zero fan went to pit road, and we got a car stopped in the back in 9th place. Oh, up against the wall and wrecked out.
And I believe
Caution
that
is
will be a
out. Dale
caution.
Jr. Dale Jr. out.
Oh, man.
And I mean, not how you want to start the round.
Nope.
Here, I know he is not happy.
Wow. I feel bad when you real-life driver of Dale Earnhardt Jr.
And so that's going to put us under our first caution. That DNF puts us under our first caution early in this race. And we apologize we weren't able to catch the footage as to how exactly that happened. But we know that that's going to put our field under a caution. And so with that, Dale was in the top 12. Obviously made it through to the next round. We know the points reset at that point. He is our first casualty, and he's going to have some work to do now. This was really the opportunity for him, as well as all of the drivers here in the top 12, still battling for a championship, to steal a win here at an oval. Because now, you know, next week we'll be back here at Indy for the GP race.
Oh,
of course, that's a road course.
I'm sorry I'll be in the booth with you again for GP version.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that as well. We got another car stopped back here. That's Zero. And Zero is stopped. He's okay, though, so he must have had something to attend to. Pit road's closed right now, and we will go back and ride along. Let's look at our running order real quick. Well, we'll wait on that, and we'll see how the running order shapes up after our cautions and pit road, which should be open this time by. I want to thank everybody for tuning in here to the Brickyard 250 for the BRL series as we go to round number 2 of this season as it just continues to run.
Did I drive later on track?
Yeah, you probably did. They love hitting cones. All right, well, pit road is going to be open this time by is what we're expecting, and Wes is going to fake. Let's see if anyone decides to go down the pit road. Yes, we do have a few takers back there in the back. Let's look. Beloved is actually the only one that's going to go to pit road.
What happened to Beloved?
In that number 1. Beloved goes to pit road. All right, well, let's talk about our newest driver to the Blitz Racing family, Blitz Racing League. In the 23, we welcome, let me see his gamer tag as I get familiar with him. Pika Fury, we welcome him to BRL. And this was kind of a split last-second decision. He was able to get in right before the race began and is able to run with us. And as a new driver, his mentality should be go out here, run laps, get some points. And he is automatically going to be in the top 16 due to roster spots that are open. Although he will not be able to chase for a championship, he will be in the top 16 as he's cleaning those tires in that Bash Pro Shots number 23. Good looking Toyota.
First of all, let's talk about Pika Fury. He was the favorite driver on Floppy Racing League, and now he's in your league, Sam Cook. How do you feel that Pika Fury joined the BRL?
I'm certainly grateful. I'm grateful that he joined, and I'm grateful that he made the decision to race with us, and that choice or that invitation is extended to everyone who would like to join and run. Real quick, running order, we got Wes and Frosty front row, back in black third, Michael fourth. Keep an eye on that. They're both really fast. Skinny Brave fifth, and we'll ride along with him. That's your top 5 as we prepare to go green flag racing. Here we go. Flag is back out. We're back racing at Indy. And look at Skinny Brave, gonna try to get a jump on the inside. Side by side as they enter turn 2. And on the exit, still side by side racing on board the 46. Zero gonna try to get a run on the inside. And in the meantime, they're gonna ride side by side here. He's on the side of the 9. 3 wide behind him. Pika's gonna try to take a look on the inside. Wasn't able to get that done. And now here comes the 54 of Cielmo. Side by side racing. Here's a car in the wall. That's Frosty. Not good for Frosty as he drops all the way from the top 3 all the way to the back.
Oh boy, not good for him.
Not at all. The battle continues though. Back in black, challenging Skitty Brave, who must be having some issues with the handling of that race car. And he got trapped on the high side. He's dropping positions like crazy. He's also headed to the back. Up to 3rd place. And almost a 3 wide battle for the race for a second. I was about to say for the race lead. Let me slow down a minute. As Wes has got a big lead and they're battling behind him almost 3 wide. Michael is trying to find the speed. In the meantime, Cielmo is going to take over that position. And he's going to get to 2nd. Car down pit road. That's Frosty. He got damaged. He's going to take it down pit road and get that repaired. Oh, 17 took a nosedive in there to try to get that position. Was out of place, and that allows the 22 to get a shot.
Oh no, S4 Frosty did not play. The leader is catching up with him. Let me be a lap car.
Certainly not the start that Frosty wanted, but it's a long race. And the way these guys are battling, as long as they stay like this, there's a potential for a caution. And a potential for you to get the opportunity to get your lap back, as the 17 of Zero having more issues on the racetrack. He's having to fall back to the back. In the meantime, they battle behind him. Behind that is Cielmo. That's the 9 and the 22, former teammates. And now they're battling against each other. Last season when we were here at Indy, check that out, BRL S4 Indianapolis race. These guys were teammates and were battling on the same team and were really helping each other out. This season, not so much. Elmo hits the wall. And see Elmo, this is a good run so far for him. Hopefully he can finish this way. He really needs the opportunity to finish well here at the Oval, as now Michael is going to look underneath as he gets a run on the outside. They're going to try to block.
Little smoke.
Elmo gets passed by almost both of these guys side by side now with the 9, and both of them squeak by. Oh, Michael hits the wall. And he's going to try to come right back, but no dice.
Cielmo going to make a pass. And be Michael.
On the inside, the contact that Back in Black gave him hurt it. 3 wide, and now Cielmo's going to try to challenge Black on the inside. He's going to try to get second place right back from these guys. Battling hard. And really what this is doing is allowing West to run away with the lead. And is also putting on a great show for us early here at the Brick. Things seem to have settled down just a little bit. Oh, never mind. Elmo hard lick to the right hand, right side wall, and there goes the 22. Whoop, right on by. And now Michael's in second. And it seems like, I don't know, Woozy, you might have a different opinion, but it seems like the 54 is strong in 1 and 2. But in 3 and 4, he's a little weak, especially turn 4, and it allows Back in Black and Michael to stay right here with him.
Yeah, Leslie and I was a driver when we were heading to Indianapolis. I have a draw on my own track. But for
All right,
this
so now,
sorry.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was saying for this season, everybody has to very strong feeling about the track. Do you agree?
I think definitely this season it's going to be more of a challenge. You've got a lot of drivers that are of the speed of Wes, Michael, Back in Black, and they have been running close and around each other all season long. And I think it's a lot tougher. I think everyone, like you said, has a good feeling about this track, and they view it as a crown jewel. Every oval to start the season as a crown jewel that they need to go ahead and snatch this win before heading to these road courses. This round, the road courses are going to get a little more difficult, especially after next week. So I think whoever can get this win can get a big stranglehold on the points for the remainder of the round. This has been an exciting battle, but let's go back in the pack and let's look at our rookie up to 5th so far. We've had 2 rookies in the season, actually 3 rookies in the season. Snow Engineer, LMP, and now Pika. And he is looking good as he battles with Skitty Brave. And Skitty just is not getting the angles right in those corners. And Pika's taking advantage. Nice smooth run so far. He's looking good. Oh, Pika had a little bit of trouble, and now the 46 is going to try to take him high. But Skitty Brave not able to get it done. He's going to tuck back in. And think about Indy. It really tries your patience. You really got to be patient as you're racing on this racetrack. All right, moving through the field. Beloved on an island. He's sitting 7th right now, and in that nice number 1. And you know, it's probably the best thing for him to do at this point. Just kind of ride it out, and get those. Take his time and preserve that car for the end. Now, guys, I know you guys watching. It seems spread out. Everyone's kind of spread out and running, but there will be another caution. We're not going to go all these laps without one. I'm willing to guarantee we'll get at least one more. And this is going to open the door for Beloved. The key for him is to have enough speed that he doesn't go a lap down. I think going a lap down is going to equal trouble for him. He cannot go a lap down, but if he can preserve that car for a late race restart, I think he could be a player to get at least a good top 5. And then you look at 8th and 9th on the grid. That would be Frosty and the 17-0. And we know that they had trouble early on in the race, smacking the wall, getting damaged, having to get it repaired under green. And we got another one that's done the same thing. We got a car slow. And I believe in pit road, that looks like C. Elmo it is. Elmo down pit road with damage. Woozy, that wall is sneaking out, getting people. Back through the field we go.
What do you say?
I
wouldn't mute it.
I was saying that wall seems to be sneaking out and getting people.
Oh.
There's another that was doing that. So now you've got Frosty, you've got Zero, and now C. Elmo, who was having an excellent run up in the top 5, battling with the 9 of Back in Black, the 22 of Michael. Now he is back with this group and in danger of going a lap down.
But they probably need to be careful with Wesley because Wesley is in the lead and catching up with Frosty. Is that bad for Frosty because he's in dead last?
Well, I'll tell you what, it certainly, it looks like it's going to be bad for these drivers, but I don't think so. I think really this is an opportunity for them to learn from their mistakes and then be able to recover and get that late race caution, get that lap back, and have learned what to do to keep from having that happen again. But you know, it's so tricky to pass here at Indy. These guys are battling, they're battling for position, but when that lead driver comes, while it is a courtesy to yield your position, it's not necessary if you're battling for position ahead of the leaders. And so that can be difficult for the leader, and that could definitely end up in cautions for sure. So we'll have to keep an eye on that development. West still got a little ways. I think it's going to get CMO very, very soon. But right now, I think they've got a little bit of time to work out whatever they need to work out and stay ahead of the leaders. These are two very fast drivers in BRL.
There is a very fast driver in BRL.
Yeah, Dale, you said or rammed into one. Yeah, for sure.
Dale?
Yeah, he's in the chat.
Hello.
All right, let's take you back. Let's ride aboard our leader really quickly here. And that number 8, Exalta CMR Chevrolet. And he has had an up and down season ever since really Daytona. He had a decent run at Daytona, got involved in a late race wreck, which is to be expected. It's Daytona. He goes to Monza, wins, goes to Watkins Glen, could not catch zero at all. And then with Michael there at Sonoma, definitely couldn't catch Michael either. But overall, the 8 has had the type of season. He's advanced and is looking to get off to a good start in this race. Certainly doing something that I'm happy to see, but to be honest, I was not expecting. When you look at the distance he has on the guys behind him now. Michael is catching up. I think that benefits him with clean air. But I think if Wes is able to win this race, number one, it says a lot about him as a driver. But number two, I think it says a lot about him as taking that first win and being able to run through the rest of the round, knowing that he's advanced and can continue to battle for a championship. As he's coming up on lap traffic, but he is just in a zone right now, and it's good to see. We'll catch up with Wes in a minute. Let's go to our second place driver in the number 22 Rolex SXR Chevrolet. And love that paint scheme. And one thing about Michael, our champion, he knows what's at stake. He's our champion. And was able to win a championship in his rookie season, and are now looking to go back-to-back. The question coming into this season was, with no Ghost and with no Habibi, who was going to be the one to challenge Michael? So far, Wes has proven to be a good opponent. And so has the other drivers here, Frosty, Cielmo, Hyundai when he shows, and others have proven to be really good as far as competition.
And also me when I quit.
Right, but as he just smacks the wall there. Tires are starting to wear. We're expecting pit stop soon, but we will see exactly who's going to be the one to challenge for a championship as time goes on, especially if he's unable to capture this win. Who's going to get him through the rest? Will the other drivers be able to respond to him? Back in black, having one of the best runs. All right, Dale, see ya. See ya. Back in Black, having an excellent run, the best run he's had this season, or matching the best run he's had this season so far. If he's able to finish here, he's riding in the 3rd position. We know that how tricky he can be, especially with those restarts, taking advantage of the restarts, getting that jump, being able to challenge the leaders into turn 1. I think late restart heroics is what's going to help him propel to a win, which would be the first official win for him in BRL. He's won the qualifying races, and that's great, but he has failed to win in the season. He's looking to turn that around tonight. Looking good in that HMS Chevrolet, because it's truck moth, and that's what he has on his car. Up to 4th is our rookie, Pika. And one of the questions, can a rookie come in and win a championship? Well, this season he can't, but if he is serious about running, if he is enjoying his runs, and he plans on showing up again, then one thing that he needs to understand is, A, he has team points he can use that he's earning right now as long as he doesn't DNF. And then number 2 is, this is all about Homestead next season. And if he can go out there and if he can go out here and win, get those wins for Homestead next season, and then run that qualifying race starting up front, he increases his chances of being back here and contending for a championship in BRL S5 if he is truly serious about running. If not, well, it's still a pleasure to have him run in and be a part of BRL.
Well, if he's being serious about winning each races, then he would stay in BRL.
I agree. Well, we're getting close to pit stops as we look at that's not what I wanted. There we go. We look at our fuel counter and our leaders.
Pika Beauty only has 4% of fuel left. Oh, now 3.
Yeah, so these guys getting ready for pit stops. Don't think that doesn't spicing things up. And the question is, can these drivers up here stay ahead of Wes before he goes to pit road? That's going to be the question. We'll see the answer right here on your screen. Wes is challenging, that looks like Beloved in the NOS machine. Contact is made. Oh no, and we know that wasn't intentional. Does that change Wes's plans whether to pit or not? Yeah, he's coming to pit road. Man, that was, we almost had a caution. Our leader down pit road. Will anyone join him? Yes, all of the leaders come down pit road. Who's gonna get the faster stop here? Back in Black, down pit road, 4 fresh tires and Sunoco race fuel. Off goes the 8. Off goes the 22. Off goes the 9. Who's gonna win the race off of pit road?
And I believe that 8 will be S1 to pit.
It's gonna be Wes. Wes wins the road, wins the run off of pit road, maintains the race lead.
And off he goes.
Here come the other drivers. Michael coming out in the group, and this is where it's dangerous here. Coming out in the group here. Let's keep an eye out. This is where wrecks can happen. You see Beloved come out. We got side-by-side racing. Beloved trying to stay to the bottom here to allow these guys by. That's so dangerous, though, at Indy because you're carrying so much speed. You're going to slide up. But no harm, no foul. These guys get out of pit road well. Back in Black, the loser from that pit stop, as he ends up 3rd and separated from the group.
Hey,
man, we want to thank our newest followers, Icon Gaming, as well as RPM Assassin.
Dude, that's what I'm about to say.
Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for following, being a part of Twitch Monster 27. Well, things are kind of calm here at the Brickyard so far, but guys, don't go away. It's not gonna stay like that this entire race.
Nope.
30 of 100 laps here tonight. We're gonna take our first commercial break and we'll be right back after this.
Hey Sam, good. How are you feeling right now?
We welcome you back to the Brickyard here for Indianapolis. The Brickyard 250 for the BRL season. This is round number 2, race number 1 of round number 2 here. And right now, Wes is trying to punch his ticket to round 3. He is your leader, and I mean by a big margin is your leader. And his car looks good. I'm sure feels good. He is in the zone. He's got clean air, and he is ticking away at the most laps led, doing a really good job so far. We've had one caution so far in this race for the DNF of the 3 of Dale Jr., and he took his car to the garage. We're going to see real quick if we can get a word from him. As I'm being told, he's been released from the infield care center. Let's see if he's left the track already.
Wait,
We'll see if
Dale
we
did
can
not
get a real
leave.
quick
Ben
word.
got to sleep.
Well, I'm gonna see if I can wake him up. You know, after you take a hard lick like that, you're not supposed to go to sleep anyway.
Well, you just said night on the chat.
Yeah, I know. And while we see if we can get a word in with him, I think he's gone for the night.
Yep.
Let's continue to go through the field. Michael, our defending champion, trying to hunt down Wes. And right now it's kind of, he's closed the gap just a little bit. Now, I think where he gets Wes is later in the runs, and not early in the runs. I think early in the runs with the clean air, he just doesn't have enough to catch Wes right now. That car is strong, but I think as the tires wear and late in the runs, he's able to catch Wes and is able to close the gap just a little bit. I also think that the contact between Wes and Beloved in the one, that lap that he went to pit road, closed that gap up a little bit too. So a few more mistakes like that, and I think we could have a battle for the lead. But right now the 22 just doesn't look like he has the handling that the 8 car has. Let's keep an eye on that development for our defending champion. Got a car in pit road. I think that's one of our lap down drivers, if I'm not mistaken, as he exits pit road here. So let's see if we can get a glimpse as to who that is.
Yeah.
From Frosty's cam. That looks like 0. No, that looks like Beloved in the 1. Beloved in the 1. Michael just ran the fastest lap of the race here, guys.
I was about to say something.
Go ahead.
The 22 beat Michael out more than my thinking of my graduation and on turn 3 on line 3.
Okay, nice.
No, it almost looked like my graduation thinking. With yellow and white. That the
Nice.
Mikey have.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Awesome. Back in Black running 3rd so far and looking pretty decent. He's in need of a caution. I don't think he has the speed to be able to catch Michael. He just ran the fastest laps of the race so far, but I think he's fast enough to stay in contention if we have a caution that resets the field, and I think this is really, really important. He's going to have to play the fuel mileage game. How well he plays that game is going to determine whether he's going to be there at the end. Last season, this race win came down to fuel mileage, and Michael was able to score his first win when the 48 rolled the dice and came up short. It allowed Black to be able, not Back in Black, but it allowed Michael to be able to win the race. Back in Black is going to have to mirror that, I think, if he's going to be able to catch the field late in this one. And don't look now, but our rookie continues to tick away at the positions. He's up to 4th now on the grid. And while he's not the fastest on the track, separated by about 6,000 feet, or at least about a second to a second and a half on Back in Black, I still think he is showing something right here with this long run rhythm that he has. And I think that is the ability to be consistent with his marks. As you look at his race line, really, really consistent with his race line. And I think that says a lot about what he'll be able to do if there was a caution and the field is bunched up. He might be able to tick away a few more positions. And what if he were able to sneak and get a win in his first start? Something that would be something.
If he do, then he can lock himself into a playoff.
Well, maybe in setting himself up for season 5. This season, he's not eligible for the playoffs. We've already had our first round of eliminations, but this would be set up for season 5.
I've been watching.
I think that would be huge.
I've been watching some of the videos. Bobby's been doing an amazing job on walking track.
Yes, he did. He did do a real good job at Watkins Glen, able to finish 2nd. But that just has not translated to Indy so far. But I think we will have another caution as the 23 is banking off the walls here. He's going to have to be careful. He'll be the one to bring it out. If he's not careful. Behind him.
Sorry, continue.
And behind him is the 46 of Skitty Brave. And right now, decent run. His teammate is not present, but one thing that has just been killing him, momentum. Waits to the end of the season to try and get that momentum. It doesn't work out. Races like this is where he looks back season after season and says, where did I go wrong? I need this momentum. Where could I get it from? It's the oval tracks. It's tracks like these that you have to snatch away, that you have to continue to improve in. Some of the other tracks, because they're not frequented on the schedule, is difficult. But these first 4 to 6 tracks are regular tracks you've got to take advantage of. And the 46, one of those drivers, so much potential to be able to chase for those championships, but it's just not proven to be able to get it done to this point.
Yeah, if you have that advantage, when you once use it, you can't do it again.
Then we move on, 6th place in the grid, and there's your buddy Frosty Woozy, and he's running 6th. He's a lap down, first car, 1 lap down. So he's eligible to get his lap back if and when there is a caution right now. And, you know, like we talked about before, I think having those good runs, he ran an excellent race at Watkins Glen. They put on a great show. He ran an excellent race at Daytona, winning the 500. Excellent race at Monza, finishing
and I heard
third, I believe.
He got third in Sonoma. Am I correct?
Yes, you are correct. That he was able to snag 3rd place away at Sonoma as well. So I know he was very, very confident coming into Indianapolis, but I know this race has not gone the way he has wanted it to. So we'll keep an eye on him and see if he's able to.
Oh, sorry, I've been watching him.
Awesome. So we'll see if he'll be able to get some of that momentum back right now. I think he will if he can get on the lead lap. Don't think there can't be a caution, guys. Fatigue has a lot to do with mistakes on the racetrack, and as this race wears on, these guys, they're gonna get tired. Their thumbs are gonna start to hurt. They're gonna be begging for that caution, and that's when mistakes happen on the racetrack, and that's when the caution flag flies and mixes things up. So
people let go
be
of their
patient. Yeah, that can happen too.
I am about to say, if they're let go of the controller, there will be DNF involved. Now you may continue.
The 17 of 0, also a lap down. He sits 7th and is being challenged by another driver a lap down, and that's CMO. These guys caught each other on the racetrack and are behind each other, nose to tail, 7th and 8th. This is a battle we need to keep our eye on as he races in that Dude Wipes iRacing number 17. And there they go battling. This is a battle for position, and I think it's an important battle because if Ciomo, who I believe right now is the faster car, if he can get past 0 and catch Frosty, that puts him in the position for the lucky dog. So this is a very important battle to have on the racetrack. But for 0, he got that win, but I don't think the start of this season is how he wanted. The wreck at Daytona, and then was able to get that win at Watkins Glen, but still has not put together the kind of season that I think he's wanted to, or that he thought he would get. Let's see if we can turn things around.
Hey, remember when you said CMO will make a bag of Silvan?
I sure did.
And he already did.
He sure did. CLMO able to get around 0, and now he takes 7th place.
Ooh,
now is he going to? Ooh, yeah, that lag though. Is he going to be able to catch Frosty? Let's look at the distance between a whole straightaway away from Frosty. He's got his work cut out for him, but now that he's gotten past 0, I definitely think the 54 has the better car. Now he's gotten past 0. Let's see if he can catch him. We're on lap 47 of 100 with a possible 10-lap overtime. This is the BRL Series. I want to thank all our viewers and followers for tuning in to this race. If you are interested in racing the BRL Series, please message me, Sam Cook, 2728785. They're on Xbox, or message my officials who are actually in this race. That would be Beloved Car as well as XR Frosty. Message them and we will get you running in no time.
Hey, can I talk about Frosty League? If they can maybe join his league.
Well, I typically don't allow. I typically don't have promotions of other leagues in my league broadcast.
It's fine if you don't want to.
But maybe toward the end, maybe you can throw a chat, something out there in the chat for our viewers as well. If you enjoy what you're viewing, what you're watching, check out our races from last season, races from earlier on this season, on the official YouTube channel for the league, Stream Monster 27. That is Stream Monster 27 on the YouTube side. Be sure to subscribe to that channel and catch all of the latest as well as past BRL races. This is season 4, so 3 seasons of BRL racing. We've had some exciting races throughout the seasons. The 54 battle, it continues with Zero Fan back there, and in the mix of these guys, don't look now, but Back in Black in third. Now this is tricky because he's really and quite literally sandwiched in between 2 lap cars. You got the 54 in front of him, you got the 17 behind him, and one of these guys make a mistake as we reach the halfway point of this race. One of these guys make a mistake, and then all of a sudden, not only does it bring out the caution, but then you're involved with possible damage. He has to be very careful as he tries to pass these lap drivers.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to better watch out for a black.
You're right. Next week, we will stay here at Indy. We'll run the road course. So we'll be turning right and left. Who will conquer the first road course of round number 2? You have to tune in next Friday at 11:30 Eastern, right here on Twitch Monster 27, to find out the answer to that.
Also, you will see me on the boot with him if I do or don't impend of my Roblox.
All right, so Back in Black is able to try and get around, and now here comes the 54 right back at him. And again, it's so difficult to pass and complete that pass. 4 in the grass just a little bit. And around goes the 9, 54 into pit road. And look on the map there. Look at the distance between the leader and third place. I mean, literally half the track distance between these 2 drivers. Wes putting on an absolute clinic. But just remember, all it takes is one mistake. One mistake from a driver, 100% engine, a DNF, a caution. Don't think it can't happen. I've seen it. I've witnessed it. I'll give you an example. Last season's championship race was at Mugello, the road course. And it was much like this. Everyone was spread out. I mean, I thought it was going to go the distance with no caution. And then someone makes a mistake in DNFs. Out comes the caution, and we had an overtime finish. A lot of excitement, a very exciting. Check it out on Stream Monster 27. BRL S3 Championship race, BRL Crowns a Champ at Mugello. And that race turned out to be a very great finishing race. But in the start, you would not have thought it because everyone was so spread out. So all it takes is one mistake. We're a little bit over halfway now. As Skitty Brave goes in for service, comes out, he drops a position. Now he is 6th, 1 lap down.
Shadowing was so much fun. I was there.
Up to 2nd, spread out as drivers are coming in to get their service. And let's see why here on your screen, looking at the telemetry. That's why right there, So we should expect drivers coming in on the regular, your leaders in, and here comes Michael roaring inside. Wes has already got his, and he's away. Keep an eye on this. Back here, though, these drivers back here, third place and back. Back in Black's gonna stay out, roll the dice, take the lead, new leader, Back in Black.
That won't stay for long.
No, it will not, but how important it is to get that bonus point by leading a lap, and that breaks up Wes's streak right here. So now the question is...
And that is zero. Well done.
Side by side, and in the wall is zero. And here comes Back in Black. He's going to head into pit road. Zero. Gonna try and squeeze a lap back as Wes is going to regain the lead here. No, Back in Black regains the lead. Back in Black is your lead. No, he drops to third. There we go. I thought so. Wes is going to regain the lead. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Back in Black.
Almost say Back in Black was in the first, but actually he's in the first.
By a long margin. And one thing he doesn't want is a caution, but look how much that Michael was able to close the gap. He's inching closer and closer to Wes. I think fuel strategy has something to do with it. He was able to get in the pit road a little bit faster than Wes was. He's able to sneak in that gap. Let's look at third place. He's going to have to get around some lap traffic. Back in Black. Coming in on CLMO.
Oh. Parking in the fourth. So now all you have to do is make him out of Back in Black and take first, and he is going to be in the lead.
Oh, Back in Black did not take that corner well.
Nope.
It's going to allow CLMO to escape. Back in Black is marred in third. And in fourth, dealing with pretty much the same thing, is Frosty. And his lap driver ahead of him, I believe, is Beloved. Now, last season, as he goes around Beloved giving him plenty of room on the racetrack. Last season, Frosty did not last a lap before he was out of the race. This season has turned things around and has rebounded nicely. He sits fourth, able to get around some lap traffic. He's going to move on. Back in Black, close to his lap traffic now. He was able to get back in rhythm.
Wait, last season he was in the booth, right?
He was in the booth because he wrecked out of the race. Skitty Brave, top 5. Good run so far. He's able to rebound just a little bit from earlier. He was running about 6th, 7th place, and now he's up to 5th. And his lap traffic, Beloved car.
Again.
He's getting ready to try and go around Beloved. Yep. And he gets around Beloved, no problems. And he's going to continue to run and try to stay in position. On through the field we go. Pika Fury, our rookie for this race, dropped a position. He's down to 6th place. He was up as high as 4th in that number 23, and looking pretty fast, but in dire need of a caution right now. I think all the drivers are in dire need of a caution. Don't think it can't happen.
But no one did a DNF yet.
That's true, but all it takes is endangerment of the field, and I don't think something like that cannot happen out here at Indianapolis, especially the oval front straightaway. Coming out of 4, losing it, touching the grass there. A lot of stuff can happen. Exactly. Drop through the field again, 7th place. 0, and just not having the race that he's wanted at all. If someone hit the wall
very hard and just spun out, then that would be a caution.
Definitely. And 0 not having the race that he's wanted. This race, it just sounds like he's down on power, about half speed, and it's just not been the type of race that he needs. But I mean, he could definitely bring this race back to life with a caution. We'll see if he's able to get that.
And Floppy going to the pit road.
And I think 0 is going to be doing the same thing here in a minute, trying to stretch that fuel out. You hear him clutching it, trying to stretch that fuel out. So don't look now, but I think some fuel strategy is going on here. Definitely where he's going to try to straddle the leaders, get his lap back, and maybe be in contention late. We'll keep an eye on that. But he's definitely clutching it into the corners. Maybe he feels he can make it all the way with the fuel that he has. Let's keep an eye on that. If you take a look at your laps, 63 of 100. So not that many laps left. Let's see if he's able to do something with it. Frosty. Not a good run for him either so far. And if we were to finish, it'd be his lowest finish this season, 7th. So you have to know he's going to be coming into Indy GP with something to prove.
Yeah, and below we only have 2 laps down. That's a pretty good start with him.
See Elmo at 54. We saw him pass several times by the leaders. He's back in 8th. And not the type of run he's wanted. He's definitely had an up or down season. Only 1 top 5 this season. If he wants to continue to chase for that championship, he's going to have to pick it up. We'll see what he does next week at GP when we return to Indianapolis for the road course. Beloved car are about to be passed. He's already 2 laps down. Could possibly go 3. And he has just not had the type of season that he has wanted from Daytona, really, up until now. One of the things I think that has hurt him with this type of season is the aggressiveness. I don't think he's been aggressive enough. He hasn't shown that he's wanted it, and last season going to the Final Four and contending, this season he's gotta keep that aggressiveness if he wants to return to the Final Four. His teammate, partner in crime in the 8, is coming up on him, so he's gonna try to get out of the way and allow the 8 pass. He does, and they continue on, but yet Beloved goes yet another lap down. We'll take a minute. Let's ride on board each of our drivers, starting with the 8. And this is what it looks like from his cam. Smooth sailing right now. just the way he wants it. He is in such a rhythm. Look at how he's taking the corners almost perfectly through the corners. No problems whatsoever. Nothing but clear skies ahead of him. And he sees trouble dive off into pit road. He's like, hey, I got nothing but time here. I'm enjoying this. Car's in rhythm. And while he has not run the best lap of the race, no one has been able to say a word about his contending for that position. He is doing really, really well. Michael, it looks like from his cam, BRL Season 3 champion. He's got it on his car. But our champion is coming up one position short of a dub. Will it come down to fuel mileage? That'll be very, very interesting late. As he's coming up on lap traffic, that is Beloved. Beloved's gonna allow the leaders pass. Excellent sportsmanship as he allows them by. And he's got to continue to fight if he is going to catch the leader. Oh, wait. Beloved looked like he had something going on there. Oh, no, that's Back in Black. Back in Black is up against the wall, guys. He is hurt. Back in Black is hurt, and this might be a caution, y'all. He is out here in front of the field.
Ooh, you only have 100% steering and driver line.
Let's see, guys. We have a caution. Caution flag is out on the field. Back in Black going to get his lap back, I believe, as he was in front of the leaders when the caution came out. But guys, this changes everything, and here we go. 69 going on 70 of 100. Pit road is closed. Wow. Wow, this changes a lot.
Yeah, this changed everything.
And this brings a lot of drivers back in play. Let's see if we can get a word with our Blitz reporter for tonight, and that's going to be our champion, who is not appearing online, of course.
It did a 40.
No, it is not.
Then who is?
It is our champion from last season in Michael. So here we go. And we'll see if we can get a word in with Michael, our champion Michael. This is Sam Cook in the booth. You got a copy.
Yep. About me to hit the wall.
Sorry about that. We definitely don't want to damage that beautiful looking Rolex number 22 SXR racing car. Man, I mean, the car looks good, but do you have anything for that 8 car?
Don't hit the wall like that. But once I catch him by a second, I hit the wall, lose 2 seconds. Catch him by half a second, hit the wall, lose a second. Slight enough to where I don't get damaged. Heavy enough where I'm losing. Tons of time and speed.
Do you think fuel mileage is going to play a part in the finish of this race?
If we go to overtime, if we run straight to 100, I feel like going from here, probably make it.
Got you. How did lap cars play a part in the race? We saw lap cars strolled really everywhere. How did that play a part, or did it play a part in your ability to catch the 8?
They were really scattered. You didn't really catch 2 at a time to where it was like a pick. Not a big factor. Problem. There might be, towards the end though. Everybody being bunched up. If there's a wreck. pretty easy to catch a bunch at once.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we'll let you get back, tune back into your car. Pit road should be open this time, man. And but I'll let them make that call. We wish you the best out there. We'll keep our eye on you.
Thanks.
Yep. And that was Michael in the 22-hour champion, and he is going to go ahead and accept that invite. He's going to try to without tearing up the car and get back in that party. And
Or just
one
hitting
thing he
the
said
cone.
is one thing he said is that mistakes definitely played a part in him not being able to catch the 8. Do you think under these restart conditions he'll be able to catch the 8 car?
I believe the 22 may have a chance to catch up with the first place car and change the position. But I feel bad for the age.
Well, you know, I think he has a strong enough car that I think he's really, really confident about what he can do in the second or this last quarter of this race under the restart conditions. We'll see. You got a lucky dog driver, and then you've got half the field that's going to be a wave around. It's going to take that wave around. That's going to change the fuel strategy some. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see how this plays out. Let's go through a running order for you as we prepare for only our second restart of this race. Of course, Wes. That number 8 CMR Chevrolet has been up front all day long. He is your race leader. Michael has been chasing him all day long. He is sitting second. He'll restart on the outside. Skitty Brave in the 46 is third. He's managed to get himself up to third. Excellent position to turn things around. This is a pivotal moment right here. He can't let it slip through his fingers. Back in black in the 9. He's going to line up fourth. He's going to was able to get that damage fixed, and he is going to line up fourth. And then Frosty back on the lead lap. Let's see how this battle turns out. Now, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, they've all got to catch up to the field because the field is going to line up and go green whether they're there or not. Let's keep a close eye on that. Let's ride on board with Skitty Brave. And let's see if they decide to delay the restart. Now, the expectation is that they're going to go and restart with these drivers still coming up. Should be able to go green this time, but let's see what the officials decide to do out there on the racetrack. They're lined up. They're ready to go. Getting ready to go green here, side by side. The expectation is a green flag. They're lined up. Woozy going back green, flag racing at Indy.
Oh, back flag on Team Mikey. Almost
Skitty
hit.
Brave. Contact. Look at Frosty, gonna make it 3 wide. Oh, we got a spin in the back. 0. Spun it out, we got a wreck.
And now a caution?
Don't know, I don't think so. Driver's not slowing down. And he's still let down. 0. Just didn't get the type of run that he wanted, and I don't think he got a caution either. Back up front to the racing.
Then it's not probably a caution.
Not a caution. Skitty Brave, I believe, was able to hang on. No, back in black up to third.
Frosty in fourth.
Frosty on the fourth.
Oh, no.
Skitty just not able to hang on as they make contact back there in the back. Woo. Side by side, Frosty's going to try to take that position away. C. Elmo's in the back. Behind him is a battle for 4th place.
Oh no!
Contact's made again. Skitty Brave is crowded them. They're hooked together as they exit 3, coming into 4.
It is huge.
Big implications. They're still side by side here. Okay, Skitty was able to take that position away. Skitty knows what's at stake here. That's why he's battling so hard. In the meantime, Wes in that 8 pulling away from Michael. Back in black now. He's showing his speed after that restart. Oh, Frosty hits the wall. Skitty Brave hits the wall. Frosty's going to take that position away silently. He has 4.
I'm thinking Frosty may have a chance to get that first place and win.
He might have a shot. We know Skitty Brave losing positions again as everyone is relevant. Let's get you back up. Well, let's take you further back. 56 at Skitty Brave. Also, trying to take that. CLMO trying to take that away from Skitty Brave. Contact is made again. He moves him up the racetrack and wrecks him. Wreck on the track. Skitty Brave. Caution flag flies.
Yeah, I knew that gonna happen.
And damage for the 46, and I know he's not a happy camper whatsoever at all. Caution flag flies once again.
I'm thinking
here in Indianapolis.
Skitty Brave want revenge.
He is going to want revenge, absolutely. So we'll keep an eye out for that. Some of the best racing we've had all day as far as competition and side-by-side racing. Our third caution rather of the race.
I believe
Pit road open.
Is everybody going to pitch?
And West goes in. Michael's gonna roll the dice. Buddy. The strategy plays in.
I don't know.
The 22 of Michael stays out. CLMO the 54 stays out. The 1 of Beloved stays out. The drivers in pit road. Frosty taking the charge here. Let's see the battle off of pit road. Let's see what it looks like as cars are hopping. And Wes is going to lead the charge off of pit road. It's going to be West third, back in black fourth, top 5 ends with Frosty. Let's take a real quick commercial break. We'll be right back after this. We welcome you back here to Indianapolis. We're preparing for our third restart of the race, and they got a little shuffling of the running order. I believe CLMO yielded his position as a result of the wreck with the 46, I'm assuming. So that puts Wes back up front. Interesting development there. But the most interesting development is the 22 with the race lead. Frosty's gonna line up fourth, back in black third. Late race restart. Woozy, how about you take it away with this one?
Okay, they're going into the restart zone. And away we go in Indianapolis, 250.
Side-by-side action once again. Can Michael run away from that 8 car that's been strong so long throughout the entire race? This is the first time Wes has been outside of the lead other than through cycling pit stops. Michael trying to run away. All over the bumper is Wes. Frosty is still in the mix as well. And there's the 17 trying to rebound. The 9 is there too. Double foul through turn 3. And into turn 4. West trying to hang on back in black. Securing a spot, but Michael is up front. Could that have been the move to change everything? How disappointing for West it would be to lead the entire race and it all come down to a missed strategy in the pit stop and couldn't get the lead back. In the meantime, back in the pack, Skinny Brave doing everything he can to work his way back up to the front. He's sitting 6th right now. He's got to get past 0. Back in black up front as well as he's watching West. We'll go on board with back in black right here. On board off the hood scoop. And the 22 smacks the wall. This could be big battle for the race lead. West is going to snatch it away. Back in black is going to come right behind him. 22 of Michael. Now he dives to the inside. He's going to try to play right there on his doors. He's got position into turn 2. And he takes it right back. The 22 takes the lead back. Further back in the pack. There's our rookie in 7th. Smacks the wall just a little bit. Let's look at 0 as he's battling. He's getting closer to the action here. Trying to get a run in, gets an excellent run off of 4. Now he's going to be able to challenge for the position from Frosty. Right now, the 0's running 5th. Turn 1, solid entry, doesn't drive it nearly as deep. Frosty does, he smacks the wall. There goes 0 right by.
Not good for Frosty.
Not good at all as 0 moves up to 4th. Now can he catch back in black? Driving it in deep. Didn't get quite his run this time. Back in black gets more of a run. We got a car stop. Car stopped against the wall. Sounds like he's broke. He does have a lot of damage. Who is this? This is C. Elmo. Not good for him. But he's able to get it to pit road.
Yeah, if
Able
he
to get
have
it to pit
all
road.
the stuff in his car, then that would be a DNF.
And we got a caution.
Oh
Caution's
my.
out once again.
You kidding
Late
me?
race caution here. Late race caution, and here we go as C. Elmo having trouble late in this one. Woozy.
Yeah.
What do you think about how this race has changed? It was so spread out earlier, but just like I said, all it takes is one caution to spicing things up.
The race is amazing. We only have halfway to go before the race ends.
Exactly right. In the pit road, the 22 this time. Let's see if there are any drivers that decide to stay out here. I think actually the 54 would actually do good to stay out here in this one, but he's got some drivers to stay out in front of him. Let's go up front. 0 is now your race leader, is able to stay out. He's leading laps now. Skinny Brave stays out in the 46. And Pika.
Did I just literally see Wesley hitting Flopty?
Oh, we talking about in pit road?
Yeah.
All right, out of pit road, leader Wes. Coming out of pit road, Michael second. Back in black third. Frosty fourth. And then Cielmo did pit again. Probably possibly to repair more damage or get that leg up on fuel and tires. So now this is an interesting restart, Woozy. What do you think this is going to be like? Zero, the 46 of Skitty, our rookie and Pika in the 23, they did not pit. They're going to start up front with these guys that just pitted behind them. We know that the West is fast. We know that the 22 is fast. What do you think about this decision? How do you think it's going to work out for these guys late in this race?
First of all, number 17 of the fan only got 82% of fuel. I think they have enough to run throughout the race. And second of all, they're a very fast driver. There's no way they're going to get in the unless they spun out.
The BRL 500 at Indy in Season 1 had a huge wreck at around this period of time. Let's see if something else happens that is similar. Zero has struggled this entire race. He finds himself in the race lead. Skitty Brave has not had the speed. He finds himself second. What's going to happen to conclude this race?
And here we go.
Green flags back in the air.
17 of the Jim Fan doing everything job, getting the lead. He's still in the lead, or will someone else take the lead?
The 17 jumps up front. The 23 of Pika, the rookie, is going to take second place, but here comes Michael on the inside of Skitty Brave. Side by side as they go down the back straightaway. Now they're going to enter three. Positioning is important. Skitty Brave smoking them tires. Michael gets a good run off, but here's the tricky corner, the one that gave him trouble.
Michael.
Pika taps the wall a little bit. 3 wide behind these guys. Pika's gonna hang on, but Zero is running away with the race lead.
I believe Michael is taking a pass.
Michael does take the pass. Michael up to second. The question is, what happened to Wes? Wes, 6. Can he get up through the field in time? Marred back there in traffic. Side by side battle for the race lead. Michael has regained the race lead away from Zero, and this is not what Wes wanted to see right now.
Frosty and Mika battle Pika Fury.
They're side by side. Look at Zero battle on the high side. It's not over yet. Michael to the inside, drags the grass just a little bit. Up the track he goes. Can he keep it off the wall? He does. And that forced the 17 to have to slow down a little bit. 17 smacks the wall. Michael's going to be your race leader. Frosty's up to third.
All you have to do and make a pass to your fan and be Michael.
And don't look now, but Wes coming up through the field. He's jumped 2 positions in the lap. He is up to 4th. He's got 3 more positions to go before the race lead. He's had the fastest car in the race all night long, all day long. Will he be able to, with the remaining laps, get up to the front and challenge for the lead, or will we have another caution? He is absolutely gaining on the 2. 3 wide behind him. Three wide behind him right there. That's the view off the rear of the Exalta Chevrolet, almost in the crowd there, that view. Skitty Brave, hard into the wall. He makes contact with the rookie as he grabs the dirt.
Oh, no. Do we see another
Pika,
caution?
did he get any damage from that? I don't think that's going to be a caution. No damage there. We move back up to the front. Michael, now he's got to play keep away if he is going to win this race, because Wes is coming quickly.
If Frosty block him, then there may have a chance where he might need to win.
Definitely, the 8 is coming. 87 of 100. The 8 is coming. He's got one more position to pass before he gets to the 22.
Yes, the 8 is coming.
Zero going for all he knows, but he's got West right behind him coming down the straightaway there. 88 of 100. Coming up on 10 laps to go in the Brickyard 250. West smacks the wall. Got a driver down pit road. We'll see who that is in one moment. That is C. Elmo, not the type of ending that he's wanted. As he goes back down pit road, possibly to repair more damage. In the meantime, oh, Zero smacks the wall again. This is going to give Wes a little more momentum. We slide back just a little bit more. Frosty, just not the speed there, but a good run. He's got a top 5 so far. Question, can he hang on? He's got Back in Black behind him. And now you got a lap driver coming out of pit road here. How is that going to affect everything? He stays out of everyone's way, runs the access road. He's going to come out nice and clean. Not going to get in anybody's way. And that does not affect the running order right now. So Wes is going to try it again as the leader approaches turn 4. He's going to bring us to 10 laps to go in the Brickyard 250 here for the BRL Series. 10 laps to go. And now Wes is going to try to settle in. He's going to try to get past Zero. In the meantime, Frosty going to try to hold on to his position as we got a battle there for second place. Wes has caught him. He's in that rhythm now. A lot of long run speed. Zero's blocking just as he should. Do not yield the inside. Now they're going to go side by side into 3. Look at the slide job there as the 17 jumps right there to close the door.
Slide job.
Open on the bottom though in 4. Here comes the 8. Side by side. He's going to take second. 17 fought as long as he could. He's still fighting on the outside, but just not enough speed in that number 17 Chevrolet, or excuse me, Ford, to hang on. CMR number 8 slides by, and now his sights are on the lead. He has led the most laps. He's led almost every lap of this race. And now he sits second as Michael's going to try to snatch one away from West to start round number 2. Now, don't put it past the field to have yet another caution. It could happen, and boy, wouldn't that be interesting with coming up on 8 to go right now. 8 laps to go in the Brickyard 250. Can West get it done? In the meantime, look at this driver of these bunch right here, 4th and 5th. Right here, we're on board with Back in Black, who had a fast car, got marred in traffic on that previous restart. Now he's trying to rebound under green flag circumstances. He's got to try to get past Frosty. Oh, and we got trouble in the back. We had a car way down there on the bottom. That's the 23. As he gets past C. Elmo in the 8 and the 54 in 8th place. Back up front, the 17 in 3rd. He's got Frosty And he's got Back in Black behind him. Can he hang on to a third place finish?
I'm thinking Frosty may have to catch up with Zero Fan.
Yeah, he's gonna have to. The question is, does he have speed? Look at how fast Back in Black has been able to catch up with him. I just don't think he has enough speed there. I'll take that back, as Zero has definitely not had enough speed. It looks like the 9 is actually pushing the pace for the 2. He doesn't want to get past, so he's picking up the pace, and both of them are going to end up passing that 17, who just has not been able to get the rhythm right.
And 17 hit
corners.
the wall.
Late in this race, coming to the closing laps, it is 6 to go. 6 to go in the Brickyard 250.
Chance to make it past up 17.
I don't know, that looks like a car, I don't know, down pit road. Oh yeah, that's Pika. Is he down pit road? Yes, he is. Getting that damage repaired. Bad time to get damaged. Back up to the battle. Wes has not caught the 22 yet. In the meantime, this battle here is starting to heat up. And now you've got Pika, who's exiting on the track. That's going to play a factor too. Frosty, the 9 of Back in Black, I think a little bit faster in the entry. One mistake, Back in Black's gonna take these positions away. Another driver down pit road.
Ooh.
That's Cielmo.
Here comes Frosty.
5 to go. Oh, and the 2 cars there. He's gonna try to move the 17 out of the way. Side by side, coming out of the corner, they're entering 4.
Well, Frosty make a change. Yes, he is.
Yes, he will take advantage. Side by side, Back in Black is also going to try to take that position. Black is side by side with the 17, 2 for 1. That's what you call a sale. And there comes the 17 right back on the inside. He's going to try to pull that same move. Back in Black taps the wall a little bit. He goes right back at him late in this one, 4 to go.
Easy ammo.
They are battling hard for this position. Frosty gonna try to hang on to 3rd right now. This would be an excellent finish for him and would be on par with the finishes he's been getting. Behind them, contact made. Back in Black makes contact with Zero as they exit 4. Banging doors just a little bit. Zero hit the wall. And now Back in Black is gonna move up a position, and that's gonna knock Zero kind of out of contention now. Back up to your race lead, Michael, trying to run away for Wes, who's had the fastest car all night long, but it just doesn't seem, with 3 to go, it just doesn't seem like he's able to get there. He's still got a chance for maybe a caution to help him out. We'll keep an eye on this battle. Let's go back to the battle right here. Back in Black, Frosty. These guys spaced out just a little bit, but Frosty, 1 mistake. Back in Black's gonna be there, but Back in Black, 1 mistake. And then you're gonna have the 17 driving down your tailpipes with 3 to go.
Yep.
Or with 2 to go, I should say.
Ooh,
3 to go.
almost
Sorry,
hit the wall.
3 to go. And so now, Frosty trying to keep the 9 from drafting, moving back and forth on the straightaway, keeping them from drafting and getting that draft and being able to pull himself to him. Not working really well, did not get a good entry there. Here he comes as they prepare to take the white flag. Leaders, white flag. No more caution. Back in Black gonna try to take it to 2, is blocking down the straightaway. He is there.
But not for long. Not for long.
To the inside. 9 gonna try to snatch the position away. He's gonna try to take third. He does. Now, how does the 2 responders come down the straightaway? We'll keep an eye on that, but we got to go back up to the race lead because Michael, above all odds, went and took this race away from Wes on a late race caution and took it away on strategy. Went to pit road, came out, got through the field before Wes could. And the 22 of Michael wins in Indy back-to-back wins.
Ooh.
Back-to-back wins. And we're ranking. There's a wreck in the back. Definite damage. And that's going to affect them. Oh my goodness. We had action in the back of this, but the 22 of Michael is able to go and win this race away from Wes. He snatches it away and gets back-to-back wins in Indy and back-to-back wins in the series.
Oh my goodness. I feel bad for Frosty. He was so good into third.
I feel bad for Wes, who had a dominant run. It just shows how quick things can change. Back in Black, able to maintain the 3rd position. And that's good, really good for him. Skitty Brave able to get 4th. A great finish is exactly what he needed. It kind of fell in his lap there. Frosty rounds out a top 5. 0 was able to get 6 in that 17. Well, actually, hold up. Is he? No, he's not wrecked. Okay. And then I believe is Pika.
What are you talking about?
And then C. Elmo in that 54. And then Beloved is going to round out the running order. And that is our drivers. And now it is time for the BRL post-race show. And we got to interview our top 3. Let's start with the driver here, who I knew would have a good run, but boy, it came in epic fashion. Let's talk to Back in Black. Back in Black joins us. Man, what a finish in that number 9 Truck Monk Chevrolet. Take us through that race. Take us through the last couple laps. That last restart in that race, man. Because it seemed like you were kind of dead in the water for most of the race.
Yeah. I was just pacing myself. Thanks to Frosty for putting me in the car together, and for their engine power. I'm allies with Frosty now, so I'll be running their motors and stuff with Hendrick Motorsports. Yeah, it was a good race. We just didn't have a car that could run with West or the 22. If I'd have brought back my toter car, I would have bailed to been up there.
Yeah, you know, this is about where you finished last season at the Indianapolis race. Where does this give you any confidence for Indy GP?
Yes,
you
it
can
does.
Go out there and run well.
Yeah, it does. Cause the DuPont car be back for Indy GP.
All right, well, man, I tell you, thanks for putting on a show there at the end. That was awesome. And so we'll get you out of here. You know what to do. Who you got to thank?
Frosty, Michael, myself, and them. We all worked together tonight. Us three. And Congratulations to Michael. Congratulations to Michael on his win. On his win.
All right, we appreciate that. That was Back in Black. Third place, Truck Moth.
Truck
Number
Moth.
9.
Wait, haven't
And we'll move on to our second place finisher. His car's already in the garage, but that's okay. We'll still get a chance to interview him really quick, and that is Wes. We'll get a chance to interview him really quick. And so we have Wes here, and I'm going to let Woozy take it away here in a second. We want to thank you for joining us in the post-race show. You finished second in this one. Woozy, take it away, bud.
Thank you, Sam Cook. Wesley, how do you feel you got second place in Indianapolis Oval?
Well, considering the fact that I got through the traffic like I did, even though I led the most laps, it's pretty disappointing.
Yep.
So, Wes, take us through that, man. I'm sorry, go ahead, Woozy.
No,
continue. Go ahead, man. Well, I mean, I know that car was dominant all race. I know you hated to see those cautions. One question I have, take us through that late race strategy. What led you to pit and one of those pit stops, the one that the 22 stayed out? What was your mentality? Because I know you had pitted, you had enough to make it to the end. What was your mentality about pitting again under those circumstances?
Well, the official called pits open late, and Michael really didn't have a chance to really turn back in, and I was already in, so I was thinking that if I could get this in, then I could make it to the end of the race. I probably shouldn't have headed that like last restart, but I did just to make sure. So it's whatever. We'll move on to regroup.
Yeah, man. Indy GP has been a mixed bag for you. What's your confidence level going into GP?
If we can run up front, I think we'll have a competitive car for at least top 3 next week.
All right, we'll see if you can get it done.
I have one more question for Wesley.
All right, take it away.
So, take us talk about doing Nike. Did you talk like did you bike around the race?
We just kind of comparing notes, kind of the whole race, comparing like our fuel and stuff. I know I had like maybe a little bit more than him, but nothing to make a significant advantage over him. I think we would have like green the entire race. I think I could have won, but that's just another what if in the books.
All right, we'll get you out of here, Wes. You know what to do, man. Who you got to thank?
Don't thank CMR, Cook, and Beloved for being the owners and the mentors of KMR.
All right, bud. We thank you for joining us, man. A tough second place considering the type of race you had early in this one, but hey, second place is far from a DNF. Let's go to our race leader. We're on board. He's burning it down, as he should. We got to get him in here now, all the way down the friends list to the bottom. Michael, and what a run he has had in this one. Boy, oh boy, I tell you. I'm sure he is. I mean, I would be excited. I'd be doing the same thing if I won one race. Anyway, we're not going there. We got Michael here, here in Victory Lane. Michael, I mean, you looked like, I just can't describe you. We knew you were fast all race long, but it just seemed like you had nothing for that 8 car. And right there at the end, you were able to jump out front and sneak away. Take us through those last couple laps for you.
Try to put a big focus on went dead silent for like the last 5 or so laps till I realized he couldn't catch me. Stopped hitting the wall. That's mostly what it took, and a little bit of traffic off the restart. Wes was caught on the outside. We had to fall back into about 5th place. After that, it was basically gone.
Now I know we talked with you earlier on in the race. What do you think the big difference was for you from early in the race to the end of the race?
Way more consistent. I was making apexes, wasn't sliding through the grass, wasn't worrying about having to catch somebody. Just was doing my own thing, running my own laps. I'm satisfied.
All right, man. Well, obviously now you're in through to the next round. So what's your focus like going into Indy GP?
Last season.
Oh, well, yeah.
I was a pretty good position to win. Somebody said I wasn't going to.
Yeah. All right. Well, we look forward to seeing that. You've been here and up here enough. You know what to do. Who you got to thank?
Look at the hood. Big acronym.
There you go.
And probably Foster for starting his team. Yeah, still ended up all his good.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you. We'll let you get back to celebrating that win, that awesome win. Coming from no man's land, buried in second, a couple seconds back to burning it down in victory lane and kissing the bricks. Awesome picture right there. Awesome pic. We thank you for taking the time to join us.
Taking the time to host
And
it.
there's Frosty. Though.
Love that.
There you go. There you go. All right, man. We'll get you out of here. Yep. All right. So, Woozy, I mean, you know, we saw all types of stuff going down out there. What was your takeaway from today's race?
I believe without clashing, there would be a possibility to win in the track in Indianapolis. But for the road course version, they're not the gate.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's going to be very, very interesting to see what transpires next week. And the type of racing we saw late, I'm pretty sure there's some ruffled feathers. And that's going to come out next week at the end, at the oval, or at the road course. I think it's going to be a very, very interesting race. I look forward to seeing it. And Woozy, I look forward to broadcasting with you next week as well. All right, well, like we've already mentioned, we'll be back here next week here at Indy for the road course, the Indy GP race. And we'll be running, we'll be running the severe weather safety 100 at Indy GP. And we look forward to bringing you guys back. Why is the 18 floating in the air? Okay. All right. Well, anyway, we'll bring you back next week for the running of that race right here on Twitch Muscle 27. We'll go live here around 11:30 to 11:45 Eastern for the running of that race, and we'll see who else is able to capture a win and propel themselves into round 3 of the BRL season, the BRL chase. We appreciate everyone joining us tonight. If you are interested in joining the league, please message me, Sam Cook 2728785. and we'll do everything we can to get you in here and running like you saw for our rookie tonight. We appreciate everyone tuning in, and we bid you good night.